Alright, I have been tagged. I was tagged by Mindy probably almost a month ago. I'm busy. Life is busy. So, I'm doing my video. Yay! Before we start this video, I want to get this out of the way ahead of time. I know this sounds weird. Okay? To explain to you how BigBang has changed my life. To explain to you how BigBang has changed my life, let's kind of travel back in time approximately 3, almost 4 years now, to the summer of 2011 where I met Amanda, who is now married and living a wonderful life, and she has a baby and is the cutest thing in the entire world, just so you know. I met Amanda when I was studying in London, and at the time I was really into Bollywood music. I didn't know anything about Korea, but the biggest problem in my life at that moment was I didn't know what on earth I was even doing with my school career or possible future career. I had originally wanted to be some sort of editor of some sort, but that was petering out, and I didn't know what to do. I went to London as a kind of way to boost me into having some sort of direction or desire to do anything outside of, you know, watching Bollywood music and dancing. That was also the summer that my dancing career was starting to like peter out as well, so things were not going well. February of the next year brought me BigBang. I watched Fantastic Baby, and from that moment on my life turned upside down. I had been interested in Korean things and Korean music before then, but it was never much of a passion. It was just kind of like, oh, this is cool, I'll listen to this one song maybe on the way to school or at the gym or whatever, but you know, wasn't too interested in it. But BigBang just kind of, they got their claws in me and they yanked me down, and they're just like, you're mine! And they wouldn't let go. So I quickly became a VIP. And then, because of BigBang and my interest in how they influence kind of the entire international fandoms, I discovered reaction videos. And we were already trying to make YouTube videos because we like to be creative. And I saw this medium and I'm like, you know, it's easy, it looks like fun, like let's try it. And so we did. Which then led us to our Gangnam Style reaction that went viral, which then led us to all of the crazy news articles we got into, that attention we got. We gained a lot of subscribers from that, and it was this crazy phenomenon that just made us realize that this is not just like a phase like a lot of people thought. Like, I wanted more. BigBang made me want more than just kind of being like a normal fan where we just kind of watch them from afar and buy their albums and whatever. I wanted to be a participant in this entire culture, in the, not just Korean culture, but in the K-pop culture, like international culture, even Korean, like all of that together. I wanted to be integrated in it. So that's when we started making a lot more content for our channel and trying to brand us a bit more. Even though we don't do that anymore, the other way that they've really influenced my life, completely changed it, flipped it upside down, is I am now living and working in South Korea. If you told me even just 3 years ago that I would be living and working in South Korea in 3 years, I would have laughed at you. There was no thought in my mind at all that South Korea was even an interesting place to visit, let alone live. But through BigBang and their vice grip on me, I was introduced to Korean culture, Korean food, South Korea in general, realizing it's not kind of only what we ever see about Korea in American news, which is always North Korea. It's not just that. There's so much more to the culture, to the entire country. It's amazing. I'm learning every day that I live here. It's constant learning process, and I appreciate so much more. And it's been one of the greatest blessings in my life personally, and I wouldn't have been able to even fathom doing it without BigBang's influence on my life. Another way that they have kind of changed my life is at the time when I started really getting into K-pop is because of BigBang. I had just finished the very last competition of my ballroom career, and I was facing never dancing again. and for me it was kind of extremely tragic. And if I didn't have Big Bang as a distraction, but as well as like this motivation, I don't think I would have been able to recover very well from that realization, because I don't like to give up things that I love. But because I had this new direction, I had all of these new amazing people influencing my life, I didn't mind it, because I had new goals and I had new passions that I could focus on. And I can never thank them enough for that. When we went to the Big Bang concert in Anaheim in 2012, the year that I became this crazy Big Bang fan, I remember watching them up on stage and having this moment. It was during Blue, and the foam was falling on the crowd, and I was staring up at them singing Blue, and it's hard to explain to someone who's never been in front of someone that they kind of idolize or look up to or have this connection with, but being in front of them, listening to their voices live and having this entire atmosphere was just a moment that I can look back on for the rest of my life and be like, that is happiness. That is pure happiness. And they gave that moment to me. And no matter how hard it gets, because sometimes it gets really hard, just in life in general, I can always look back to that moment and be like, Seungri looked into my eyes during Blue and I knew everything was okay. One of the biggest and most amazing gifts that I've been given from Big Bang has actually been friendships and a community that is global. Being a K-pop fangirl in general makes you part of this huge community that is usually extremely supportive and welcoming. It's hard to explain if you've never had the experience of going either to like K-Con or to a concert. Whenever we go to a concert, we always make friends with the people in line. Why? Because we all have something in common at that concert. We all love who we're going to see. And I still talk to the people I met at the Big Bang concert. We're still in contact with each other because we care. And we have this connection. We will always have this connection. One of the very best friends I have ever had, I met because of K-pop. Because Mindy met Christina in Korean class, and through Big Bang they became friends. And then one day this cute little curly head girl came and invaded my apartment to make kimchi for their Korean class. And from that moment on, we have pretty much been inseparable, us three. And I, for one, am so grateful that Christina is a part of our group, because she's always been the most supportive and the most encouraging person that I know, and I can't imagine my life without her. But beyond that, there's just the fact that even in South Korea, I can still find people that I have something in common with, because there's plenty of people here who also love Big Bang. I have been gifted this connection because of my love for Big Bang and their awesomeness, and the fact that they have not stopped being amazing. There is no way I can fully describe to you all the ways that they have actually influenced my life and helped me through so many hard situations. Their lyrics have spoken to my soul on more than one occasion, or been able to be my anthem of anger. And I don't know, it's a Big Bang. I've never really disliked any of their songs, ever. I probably never will. So I don't really have anyone else that I know personally to tag, so I'm going to tag someone who I found to be a fairly interesting human being. You saw him on Mindy's vlog for the Big Bang Made tour. They were in the High Touch event line together. His YouTube channel name is Kenny, AKM. I don't know what the AKM stands for, but his name is Kenny, I'm pretty sure. He had that really cool like plastic looking hat on. He's really cool. Anyway, Kenny, I tag you because I think you are an awesome Big Bang fan, and I would love to hear all the ways Big Bang has changed your life. So, tag you're it, and you have to listen to me because I'm pretty sure I'm your Nuna, for one thing, and I'm tagging you all the way from South Korea, so you know it like means 10 times more that I'm tagging you from here, so you have to do it. Okay guys, thanks for watching this video. I'm sorry I don't post very often. Forgive me, and I'll see you in the next one, okay? 안녕!
잘 모르잖아요.